Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Al's is a Son of a Bitch podcast, a journey of Alzheimer's, unscripted, uncensored, and unapologetic. My name's Jeff Zoerb, and I will be the guide through this journey. This isn't a clinical podcast. I'm not an expert. I am an ordinary person, just like you, that has been thrust into Alzheimer's with a loved one and trying to navigate how you even just deal with that. Uh, what do we mean by unscripted, uncensored, and unapologetic? Alzheimer's isn't apologetic. Alzheimer's isn't scripted. And if your loved one affected by Alzheimer's was like my dad, it definitely wasn't censored. We are attempting to create a community here where we can just provide an outlet for victims of Alzheimer's, for loved ones of Alzheimer's, caregivers, and we will have experts on with regards to how to handle Alzheimer's treatments. That's to come. All that is coming down later. Uh, how did we come up with Al's as a son of a bitch? Well, my dad was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2012. Uh, it wasn't unfamiliar to our family. My grandmother, his mom, also had Alzheimer's. I think in a way that made it worse because my dad, his name was Rick, knew what was coming. He knew where this journey was going to take him. Um, we'll get into how that affected him, how he dealt with that, quite interestingly, as well as how it affected our family and how we dealt with that. Again, we're not experts. We were just thrust into this and navigated it to the best of our ability, and that's all any of us can do. Unscripted, uncensored, unapologetic. It's going to be real. Look, the name in itself says it. Al's is a son of a bitch, and we're going to say that as many times as we can. Um, my dad, Rick, once when he was diagnosed, and we'll get into the story and how that all progressed. But I'd call him, "Hey, Dad, just checking in. How you doing today?" And he would just say, "Al's is a son of a bitch today. I'm struggling today," and he knew it. He knew that he was struggling. He called Alzheimer's Al. It was almost like he personalized what he was going through by giving it a name. I don't know, but part of me in some way thinks that he personalized it that way to help him be able to handle and cope with what he was about to go through. So we would just all start calling it Al. Uh, so that's how we came up with the name Al's is a son of a bitch. It's in honor of the way that my dad dealt with Alzheimer's. Uh, I'm not an expert. I am just an ordinary guy. Okay. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a son. I'm a brother. I'm a dog lover. I'm a business owner. I'm a veteran. And any other hats I could put on. I'm you. We've been through this. Unfortunately, my dad passed in 2022 from Alzheimer's just at the start of COVID. It's an interesting story how that progressed and how that panned out with COVID. We were actually really, really lucky that we were able to spend those last couple of days and hours with him. Our family, my mom and dad were married forever. Um, my sister and myself, it's the four of us. Uh, he had a brother and two sisters. His mom and dad. My grandmother also had Alzheimer's. He was a country kid from central Nebraska. He was just as ordinary as anybody else, which is, I think, what makes this disease so ironic is that it can affect anybody. Um, right now, there's an estimated 11% of Americans have Alzheimer's. That's roughly 7.2 million people. And the only real deciding factor, if you will, or is that if as you age, you're more likely to get Alzheimer's. Um, so this journey is going to be one that just kind of evolves. Um, it's going to be personal. It's going to be raw. It's going to be real. Uh, Alzheimer's just takes you down a road that nobody can be ready for. And I kind of feel that that's the uniqueness of this podcast. Um, Obviously, we have a little bit of an idea of the direction and kind of the people that we want to have a part of this, but ultimately, it's just going to be what it is. I just want to get out that you're not alone. This disease can be so isolating. I know there's resources out there. I know that there are organizations that are there to assist the caregivers, the families, the friends of the victims of Alzheimer's. And let's not kid ourselves. Folks that have Alzheimer's and dementia, they are victims. They are victim of this disease. And I don't think there's anything wrong in wording it that way. Um, but that's part of the raw and realness of this. As you can tell, I'm not a professional podcaster. I'm not an influencer. Um, I'm not good with the technology, but it's time. We are launching this just in time for my dad's birthday. His birthday is July 12th. Uh, it would have been his 82nd birthday. Uh, and I think that's a great opportunity to start this venture and this journey and build this community. So what should you expect from this podcast? What should you expect from tuning in and being a part of this community? Real and raw stories. Uh, hopefully that we will be able to bring in and provide some stories from actual victims of Alzheimer's, uh, stories from caregivers, from family and friends. Let's face it, we all have been touched in some way or another by Alzheimer's, um, whether it be directly from a loved one or that we know somebody that's close to us that has been affected by Alzheimer's. Uh, I'd like to dig into those stories. There is so many ways that we can join together and share our stories with the world that maybe somebody can take just a piece of what somebody else has experienced and apply that to their own situation and their own journey or their loved one's journey. Um, as an example, I am a firm believer it's okay to lie to a victim of Alzheimer's, not in their diagnosis, not in what's to come, but as they progress and they look outside and they say, wow, what a beautiful pink sky that is today. Just agree. Yep, the sky is great, is pink today. It's a beautiful pink. Amazing. Never seen a pink like that before. Why would you want to not agree with them? Give that to them. It's a small thing that will just help that person be comfortable and deal with their Alzheimer's, right? Their journey. All too often, though, we get caught up in wanting to be right and wanting to correct them. It's because we want to place them in our world of some kind of normalcy. Whatever the hell normalcy is today, whatever that definition is for you, we want to put them in our world of normalcy. And we can't do that. So I hope to be able to explore that kind of real raw uh, journey. I'd like to have and chat with experts, folks that are in the field, new and upcoming treatments, new and upcoming tests, maybe some opportunities for victims to get in and be part of trials. Um, but more than anything, we just want to keep it real, right? We just want to keep it raw because it is. The journey is just raw. It's real. It's unscripted. We are, anytime you're dealing with Alzheimer's, it's more of a reaction than it is a proaction, being proactive. And as you can tell, if you've made it this far into this podcast so far, episode one, you can tell that I'm just completely unscripted at this point. Where can you find us? We are on all the social medias. Some of them are allowing us to use the full word of the full name and title of Al's is a son of a bitch. Others are making us use Al's a son of a bee. So it's either Al's a son of a bitch or Al's a son of a bee. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, uh, podcast listening. We'll be putting this out to all the major podcast subscribing outlets. Our schedule, we're hoping to be able to do these twice a month. That's our goal. That's what we're really hoping to do. Uh, Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us. I would ask that you go out and seek us out on the social media platforms that you're on. Uh, Follow us, like us. You can communicate with us there. You can also reach us at Al's is a son of a bitch at gmail.com. We are working on some websites coming up. Uh, I hope we are able to take this journey together. I hope you find this journey beneficial. I hope you find it comforting to know that you are not alone. We have either been in this or we are in this, but we are a community because we've been through it together. Uh, my dad loved having fun. He loved to joke, especially as he progressed through this journey. He he would love to sit and watch old Disney movies like the Apple Dumpling Gang and just laugh and laugh. We would sit and share a chocolate chip cookie, which don't tell my mom, you get me in trouble. He wasn't supposed to have sugars. But we would sit and have a cookie and watch uh, the Apple Dumpling Gang. And he would just laugh. The other thing that he really loved to do was whenever time he'd taken a picture, he would try to sneak of flipping off the camera, flipping the bird to the camera. He just thought that was the funniest thing. I have a picture of him and I sitting on a swing, and just at the last second, he turns to me and he goes, "Watch this. I'm going to get in trouble for this." And he flips off the camera and just laughed. So, in honor of my dad, Rick, I would like to start the Alzheimer's as a son of a bitch salute. Um, at the sign off of our podcast, which will also be uploaded onto YouTube, we are going to close out with a unity, with a sign of unity that we are here together. We are here for each other. And in recognition of Rick, we are going to give the Owls as a son of a bitch salute. So there you go, Dad.